On example number 2, we are going to go through the same process. If you guys notice, we have 3 equations and 3 variables, x, y, and z. So we are able to solve this problem. Step number 1, we are going to grab 2 equations and cancel the x's, the y's, or the z's. Let's look carefully and see we have which ones will be easier to cancel. I usually look for one that has a variable of 1 or negative 1, or a coefficient of 1 or negative 1, just like this y. So I'm going to cancel the y's because that will make it easier to make them the same number in different signs, so I can cancel. I'm going to select the first and second equation, and I'm going to multiply the second one by positive 2, so it will cancel with that will make a negative 2, and the 2 will cancel out. Let's go and write them down. 3x plus 2y plus 4z is equal to 11. The second one multiplied by 2, so it becomes 4x, negative 2y, be very careful, plus 6z is equal to 8. The y's cancel just like we wanted them to. This will become 7x plus 10z is equal to 19. I want to cancel the z's once again. If you cancel the z's on the first step, on the first one, you want to cancel the z's again. So I'm going to get the second one and the third one, and I'll multiply this by negative 3 because I wanted to make it positive 3, so it'll cancel with the negative 3. So be very careful when you multiply. Negative 6x, negative and negative is a positive 3y, minus 9z is equal to negative 3 times 4 is negative 12. The bottom one will stay the same, the third equation. Now we are going to combine them, and we are canceling the y's again. That will give me negative 1x or negative x minus 4z is equal to negative 13. Now that we cancel the y's twice, we are going to go to step number 2, and we are going to combine both equations. So we have 7x plus 10z is equal to 19. We have negative x minus 4z is equal to negative 13. I want to cancel the x's or the z's. I can make this one both at 20, or I can just multiply this one by 7, and that will cancel the x's. The top equation will stay the same. Remember, this is just like we had a problem just like the previous section. If you cover this up, it's just a simple problem. The bottom one will become a negative 7x minus 28z is equal to 70. That'll be negative 91. The x's cancel just like we wanted to. This becomes a negative 18z is equal to 8. Actually, that gives me a 72. Give the sign of a bigger number, so it'll be negative 72. Now we are going to divide by negative 18. Divide by negative 18. The negative 18's cancel. 72 divided by 18, that gives me 4. So z is equal to positive 4. Just to double check, 8 times 32, carry 3, and that works. Remember, if you get a whole number, most likely you're on the right track. Now that we substitute the value of that we have the value of z, we can plug it into either one of those 2 equations. And I should plug it into the one that has smaller numbers, so I'll plug it into the second one. So we have negative x minus 4, but instead of the z, I'm going to plug in a 4 is equal to negative 13. Negative x minus 16 is equal to negative 13. I'm going to move that 16 to the right, that's going to become a positive 16. So we have negative x is equal to 3, x is equal to negative 3. Remember, if you get a whole number, most likely you have the correct work. Now, that we have two values, x and z, we can plug it into any of those three equations to find the value of y. So step 3. Let's go and use the first equation or the second. I'm going to use the first equation. You get the same value, it doesn't matter. So 3, instead of the x will be negative 3, plus 2, instead of the y will be a y, plus z, 4z, which is a 4, and that's equal to 11. So I plug in the value of x, I'm solving for y, plug in the value of z, and I'm going to simplify. So it gives me negative 9 plus 2y plus 16 is equal to 11. I'm going to go ahead and solve it. So I'm going to combine my like terms. I have 2y plus 7 is equal to 11. I'm going to move my 7 to the right, becomes a negative 7. So I have 2y is equal to 4. So y is equal to positive 2. So my solution, or the intersection of those three planes, x is negative 3, y is 2, z is 4.